What's up there, Burgman owners? So a lot of you guys know I picked up this 2018 Burgman 650 for $1,200. It did have some rear end damage. Other than that, it looks pretty good. I've managed to pull everything back into shape, clean it really well. I still have a few panels down here to go. You can see that I still am missing the lower panel. I need to replace the side panel. Gas tank door is okay. As you can see here, got a few things I still have to solve. I did get a new tail light. I pulled all this back together and lined it up how it should. I re-put the bottom piece back on there, and then I finished this side. So I picked this up for $1,200, which is basically a steal, to be honest with you, knowing that I would be putting work into it. So I told myself as I work on this, I would try to help you guys work on these newer models, because though I like the caveman guys videos, men in a cave or whatever, and everybody watches their stuff, that's all from 2012 and back. There are not very many videos of this generation of scooter out there, and I don't know why. So I've made it my mission to try to show you guys everything that I fix on this. I did order the repair manual. So today, some of you guys probably already know where this is, but today I'm going to be pulling this off and showing you where the air filter is and how to clean it. So once you drop this down, you're just going to come right over here. There you can give a little pull, and then you're going to remove this 4 screws. This will come off and you'll have access to the air filter behind it. Hopefully you have a compressor, because the manual, which luckily mine came with, for those of you that don't have one, if you ever have questions and need anything answered from the manual, I also have the repair manual for this. So not only do I have the service manual, but I have the repair manual for this. So this will be 2013 to 2018 models. Just ask your question. Just ask me your question. I will look in here and see if I have the answer for you, okay? So let's go ahead and pull those 4 screws out. You have your choice, this or this. Obviously, I'm going to choose this because it's faster. So let me pull those 4 screws out, and then we'll pull that out, and we should have access to the air filter behind it. Okay guys, once you get those 4 screws pulled, all you're going to do is grab this, just pull it down out of the way, and there's your air filter. You should just be able to grab this with your fingers here. I'm not sure if it's top or bottom. I think it's down here. Or maybe the whole thing slides out. I'll have to look at that. Might require some pliers to get that out of there. Let me see what it takes, and I'll tell you, I'll walk you through the process here. Pair of pliers. It just says grab the tab that you can see. I don't know if you guys can see that. There is a tab right there. Hook onto that tab with your pliers, give a good squeeze and pull, and it pops right on out of there. All right, let's blow this off with my compressor. See how dirty it is here. Oh yeah, we got bugs jammed up there and all sorts of craziness. However, it really doesn't look like that dirty, honestly, but we're gonna blow it off anyways. Let's clean it. Okay, I'm gonna give you some secrets to cleaning this, because I'm gonna be honest with you, this did not clean, and this is under quite a bit of pressure. What I ended up doing was taking my screwdriver and scraping in between each one, because there was a lot of stuff stuck in there. And honestly, when you try to blow through this, it really doesn't push much of it out. So I ended up smacking this around a little bit with a screwdriver. I went in between each column, loosened everything up, and then I stuck this down in there, and I slowly turned it sideways while under pressure and blew it out, and then I started getting tons of stuff out of there. So clean this properly, guys. Get in there, dig in there. You know, you're going to end up replacing this at some point. So if you only do this once, it'll be fine. But, you know, at some point, you know, this thing has almost 36,000 miles on it. At some point, and you need to just dig in there and get all the debris out. Now that I've loosened up a lot of stuff, I'm getting debris out of there. Before, when I was blowing, nothing was coming off. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. This thing should be producing a ton of dust. And it wasn't, because everything was just packed. So beat this thing senseless. Beat it senseless. Smack it around, give it some good hits, loosen up all the dirt and debris, then start blowing through it, and I think you'll realize you fix a lot of your problem. So, all right, I'm getting ready to reinsert this here. And now we're just going to reverse the process. We're just going to push that right back in there where it goes and get that centered. We're just going to push until it goes in there evenly. I think that's evenly. Oh, might have been a little off. Probably have to pull that out and have another go at it. There's a little track it has to follow on each side, and it needs to slide into that track. I think I got it that time. There we go. There's the winner. All right. And then you just reline up your seal around the edges. Make sure that it's got a good seal again, and go ahead and push that piece back on there. And actually, I think if you want to, you could probably just take this off, slide it onto here, and then push it on there. It's probably the better bet. That way you're not taking a guessing as to whether you're sealing it or not. So that's probably what I'll do. I'll just remove that gasket, switch it over to this, and then I'll apply it back on there. That way we know it's sealed good. So that's what I did. I took the gasket off, and now I put it on here, and then I took my screwdriver and just ran it down all the lines to make sure all the creases were filled in. And that's it. Just push her back on there like that. Put your screws back in, put her back together, and you're done. If this helped, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I'll have a lot more Burgman content coming, I promise you, as we go. I'm going to be fixing things and checking a complete overhaul. I've already done all the fluids. Next is going to be removing all those panels on that side so we can check the CVT filter, and then I think we're good for a while. Though I do hear a little valve noise, it's kind of a big job. I'm not opposed to doing it, but I'll have to remove all the front interior here to get to it. The tire will have to come off. The bike will have to be jacked up to do a valve, a tappet job on this. Like I said, not sure it's quite necessary yet, but I'll pay attention to it. I do hear a little bit of noise. And remember, this thing, it's an older engine at this point. It's got 36,000 miles. Even though it's a 2018, this thing has quite a few miles on it. So anyways, guys, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I'm here to show you how to fix your Burgman, because there are not many videos about the newer generation Burgmans. So here we go. Let's do this. We'll do this together. Right? Learning curve. Yay! There you go. Give her a start up to make sure she's not triggering any weird responses. Everything seems to be alright. I think we're good to go here. Let it warm up. That's a beautiful bike, isn't it? God, it's got such a boat-ass front end on it. It's so weird. You look at it from up here, it looks a lot more aerodynamic. When you come down here, it looks like a frickin' boat. It's so weird. Let her warm up here at the first bar. That didn't take too long. So yeah, this thing has miles per gallon, 85 degrees. So it gets about 40 miles to the gallon city riding. When I'm in eco mode, I get way better than that. Like when I'm cruising on the highway, I actually get really good mileage. So 37,106 miles on this puppy. I don't even bother turning off the change oil light anymore because that's really pointless. It just comes on every 600 miles, they say. So it's just like, just pay attention to what your mileage is and go to, 3,000 after that. I just don't see the point to turn off the oil light if it's just going to keep coming back on, giving me warnings. I think you can preset the oil light, but I'm not going to. So, sounds good. I'll put my foot up here just in case. She sounds sexy. She sounds sexy, doesn't she? Yes, sir. All right, good times.